Hello, my audience. I'm reviewing all four of the Toy Story movies. I give all four Toy Story movies, from Toy Story to Toy Story 4, a 10 out of 10. I give all four of the Toy Story movies a 10 out of 10. I love all of them. Oh, shit. What did I do? I'll fix it. I flipped the camera by accident. Didn't know what button to press. So, I'm reviewing the first Toy Story movie and the sequels in this video. All of the sequels that have come out so far. Toy Story 5 right here is happening. Look forward to seeing it. And I'm going to tell the basics of each Toy Story movie, story premise, and the story, and give little spoilers for audiences that haven't seen any of the four Toy Story movies. In case they haven't seen the movie, I'm just going to give a little go in some spoiler territory, but trying to spoil the whole thing. Just going to spoil a little, so you know which movie I'm talking about first, and then the next one. So, Toy Story 1 is the premise to the plot to Toy Story 1 is that this character Woody comes across this new character called Buzz Lightyear, and he actually thinks he's. The funny thing is, he thinks he's the real Buzz Lightyear that's within the continuity of the movie. He doesn't realize he's an actual toy product of Buzz Lightyear within the actual content of the movie, and that's the joke that they go for, run with, to make him look like an idiot. Because the fact that you don't, it's like, in like, what's strange is like all these other toys in the movies that come alive, that come alive when the owner Andy's not playing with them, or when anyone's not playing with them, they come alive and this talk to each other and go on their merry day. And Woody tries killing Buzz because he finds him an idiot and annoying and getting all the attention from his owner Andy. So he tries killing Buzz and throwing him out the window, but then the other toys knock him out of the window, and he kind of tried to get rid of Buzz by making him making him a lost toy. But instead instead of like Woody accidentally got rid of Buzz, but he got rid of Buzz, but he didn't get rid of Buzz how he wanted to get rid of Buzz. He wanted Buzz to still be in Andy's room, but no one could see him because he would be back in back of the shelves. Which is kind of a crueler fate than knock him out of the window to his into the wild. So maybe it's good that Woody didn't got what he wanted. Is what exactly as planned. Well, he's kind of a serial killer vibes he's giving me. And he's played by Tom Hanks. This is his best performance of his career since Big. Of a role I've seen him in. This is my favorite role that Tom Hanks has done in all four of the Toy Story movies. And Tim Allen. This is my favorite Tim Allen performance next to his Home Improvement character from the show. You know, the characters he's played. I liked him as from Home Improvement character. I loved him in the Home Improvement show. I also love him in this. He's fun. He plays Buzz Lightyear, and what he plays is played by Tom Hanks in all four Toy Story movies. So, the performances are really good. Characters are likable. I also liked all the characters and the performances. And I like how creative the film got. Each film got, you know? These movies were very... The first Toy Story movie, especially the first Toy movie, was very funny. Like, the fact that I just thought the Toy Story first Toy Story movie was very funny, including the sequels. And, I love the stories in the first Toy Story movie. And, I like how in the first Toy Story movie, Buzz and Woody become friends by the end, and Woody doesn't actually, Woody and Buzz no longer really hate each other anymore by the end of the movie, and they felt believable how they made them friends in the end, in the first Toy Story movie, and I really enjoyed that in the first Toy Story movie, for the first Toy Story movie story, a lot. And that's why I give the first Toy Story movie from 1995, I think, came out. Was in 1997, I can't forget, some year in the 90s. I forget when it came out. I give the first Toy Story movie a 10 out of 10. I approve this movie. Now on to Toy Story 2. I give Toy Story 2 another 10 out of 10. That's the one where the character Jessie and Bullseye are introduced to the franchise. And so is another villain. Like, you know how the villain was Sid, an actual human kid that the toys decide to get back up by traumatizing in the end? Well, this is the actual toy in the contents of the movie that's the actual villain of the film. I think it's a little confusing, because the movie goes for two main villains. Goes for two villains, you know? I think I got that right, but there's that guy that kidnaps Woody, and who kidnaps Woody from this Yazzle that Woody ends up in because he was trying to save another toy, because Woody ends up there because he was trying to save a toy because some toy got mixed up with the yard sale stuff in the plot of the movie of Toy Story 2. So that leads to the plot where the plot really starts to get interesting is when Woody gets kidnapped and Woody's friends have to go after him to save him on a rescue mission. And that's where a bunch of the movie gets really more creative. And because we get to introduce us a new character, also played by Tim Allen, also another Buzz Lightyear, but another toy of Buzz Lightyear is introduced to this movie, but he's not as aware of himself like our Buzz is from Toy Story 1 is, of that he's a toy at this point in the movie. Our Buzz doesn't tell him from Toy Story 1. He actually kind of makes up a bit of a bullshit lie to probably to not traumatize him. We don't know what he said. He just whispered to him, and he changed his personality. Seems like a really nice guy. This Buzz, and now friends with the other Buzz. You know, our Buzz, and now everyone's good in the end. And so. And by the end of Toy Story 2. And I enjoy the other villain called the Prospector, who comes across as a bit of a friendly fellow, and then you realize that, okay, he's really the villain of the movie after he reveals his true colors in the third act. So I really like hating the Prospector character. Even as a kid, I thought he was very memorable as a villain. And so, and I like how, again, love the story. Then I've seen all this creative ideas. The first two sequels juggle in or hit home landing. I'm stumbling over my words. Like, hang on, my head's a little dizzy. Okay. Okay, now I'm ready. I was going to say, where was I? Toy Story 2. I give Toy Story 2 a 10 out of 10. It is a great sequel. It's as good as the first one. Maybe it's not better than the first one, but it's as good as the first one in my book. But the animation is definitely a step better up. The animation has gotten better from compared to the first one, though. I appreciate that the animation has gotten better. I thought the animation was better in the sequel than the first animation. I do like how each Toy Story movie improves its animations. The animation gets more. I do like how the Toy Story movie gets better with the animation with each installment. Gotta appreciate that, you know. And that's why I give Toy Story 2 a 10 out of 10. Now I'm talking about Toy Story 3. On to Toy Story 3. That's the one where the characters of the first Toy Story movie that are Andy's toys. It was in the plot of Toy Story 3. They're still Andy's toys, but toys that Andy has, he's getting older for them, so he doesn't want to get rid of them. Instead, he wants to keep them for for nostalgic reasons. But he was going to put it in the attic, look his toys. But his mom wants him to get rid of the toys or something with the toys, and not want him to do something with the toys. And it was in the plot of the movie very complicated. What was I going to say? Very lots of stories. Yeah, Andy's going to college. He's at the college age. He was the kid age of the first two Toy Story movies in the event, or the first two ones, but now he's college age, and then due to the plot says so, and misunderstanding with dramas with the toys and toys and Andy and blah blah blah. The toys think that Andy was trying to get rid of them. Woody was the only one that was telling them the truth. What Andy was putting them in the attic, and then the mother put her in the. Then the mother didn't put it in the attic. She put it somewhere else. The bag of toys, so on, blah blah blah, and that's where the ends up in daycare with daycare kids. And so they can get played, not realizing that daycare kids, some of them might not be trained to handle toys properly. So we see that cruel fate that awaits them for the majority of the daycare kids at daycare. And we see beloved characters suffer cruel, torturous fate from children, and it's disgusting and funny because one of them, I think it's Buzz Lightyear, that gets put in this kid's mouth, and the kid sucks on Buzz like he's a lollipop. It was and but the toys don't know what's waiting for them. Andy's toys, they think that it's going to get played they're going to get handled from Andy, like how Andy's going to handle them. Keep in mind, the toys, Andy's toys, once they ditch Andy and go to daycare and donate themselves to daycare, basically, they think they're going to get handled properly and get played with like Andy used to play with them. But Andy was a lot older than these other kids in the first two Toy Story movies. So these kids are from daycare. They're like around younger than kindergarten, it looks like. Like, or at least kindergarten, or younger. They look like, most of them are like, look like they're younger than kindergarten. Or some of them are, and those ones probably kindergarten level. Like, I don't know. So, these are on the young side of kids. And, of course, most of them don't know how to handle toys. And the toys, Andy's toys, because they're not used to it, get traumatized. Along with the other kids, along with the other toys. Just like the other toys that find out that staying there are actually hostage and not allowed to leave. They can check in, but they can't check out by their own free will. Because it's run by this teddy bear. I kid you not. It's run by a teddy bear called... who smells like strawberries. Was not explain the problem. For some reason, his scent is the teddy bear's scent is the toy teddy bear is designed to smell like strawberries, and it does, I guess, in the plot of the movie. So I feel what his name is. The teddy bear has this tragic backstory because he got replaced by his owner, but the owner didn't replace any other toys except for him. Once she, and it's not like the owner knew that the toy was alive. These owners and the owners in the Toy Story movies, none of them knows that the toy's alive. I'm pretty sure if anyone knew that a toy was alive, nobody would get rid of their toys. Even if they didn't want to play with it, they probably just want to hang out with it. I'm just saying, you know. That's what always confused me about the one flaw in the Toy Story saga. The mythos of the Toy Story movies. So there's 4 of them, so there's a lot. Now, for some reason, toys don't think it's like I don't know why the toys don't just. Why don't the toys just tell Andy? The toys told Andy that he was that they are alive. I mean, why do if all the toys and think about it, I just always thought it was strange how like. I just always thought it was strange how all the toys, when we get further and further in the Toy Story standard, I began to question more of like, why don't any of these toys go out with their that they're alive and that they can talk and walk by themselves, pretty much, and think for themselves? Because despite being made out of animated plastic and sometimes glass for toys, you know, it's like I don't want to. It's like, you know how toys are made out of I don't know what you know, plastic toys are made out of plastic and what else? Yeah, so some of them are doll toys and they come alive, and all the toys in Toy Story movies are alive. We find out in the Toy Story sagas, but it makes you wonder why don't they come. Why don't they show that they're alive in any of the Toy Story movies? Except for the first one, but that was just to traumatize a kid on purpose. To give him a freak out. Because he was torturing and blowing up toys for fun. But the kid did not know that the toys were alive. And once he found out they were alive, he looked like he was going to piss himself. It looks like he wasn't going to be the same again in the head, poor kid. His name's Sid, and I feel bad for the bastard. I mean, he might have been a bad kid, okay? He was a bad kid, okay? I'm not saying, but it's still like, I wonder if any of the toys feel bad. Wonder if they went too far with the scaring Sid, because I think they kind of went too far with scaring Sid. And that was in the events of Toy Story 1. And I'm supposed to talk about Toy Story 3, right? Oh yeah, Toy Story 3. I like the villain in Toy Story 3 also. I like all the new characters in Toy Story 3. The third one. And I thought Barbie and Ken were hilarious in Toy Story. Were the funniest characters, wackiest characters, crazy, funniest, absurd characters in the Toy Story 3 movie. The most wackiest, funny characters I think, was Barbie and the Ken character. Because those two were I'm just going to say, the best Barbie and best Ken I ever seen. I like to play whoever, I don't know, I just think that this one, Barbie and Ken, was funnier than the one they went for the Barbie movie. Am I the only one that think that this Barbie and Ken's even funnier? That this Barbie and Ken is a better Barbie and Ken than the one in the Barbie movie because they're more funny and outrageous funny than the one from Margot Robbie Barbie movie from 2023 or 2024 came out. I forget what year it came out, okay? The one with Margot Robbie's Barbie movie, okay? I just think that the Barbie and Ken in this movie of Toy Story 3 is like, the relationship between them is just absolutely nuts and hilarious and cute, and the fact that Ken gets tortured by Barbie in this movie by Barbie just sabotaging Ken's wardrobe, his entire wardrobe, until she can get him to talk, is actually funny of a scene to. Yeah, everything with those two are they're the funniest part of this movie, Toy Story 3. Barbie and Kent are the funniest characters in the movie, I thought. In terms of comedy, timing, and writing, and everything, that makes me, I think, in terms of making me laugh hard, I think Barbie and Kent are the funniest characters in the movie. In the Toy Story 3 movie, okay? There are new characters to the Toy Story franchise at this point, but and they don't return for Toy Story 4. Because in the events of Toy Story 3, they take over the daycare after the teddy bear, the main villain, gets slaughtered by this character called Big Baby and tossed into a garbage incinerator by Big Baby character. And so Barbie and Kent take over the daycare, run the daycare now. They explain the events of the ending of Toy Story 3. Okay, that's why I give Toy Story 3 a 10 out of 10. Now on to Toy Story 4. Why I give this a 10 out of 10. I give Toy Story 4 a 10 out of 10. And that's the one where Woody catches up with Bo Peep, his ex-girlfriend from the first two Toy Story movies, and we find out where she's been. She's been a lost toy this entire time. Explain the events of Toy Story 4. She's been a lost toy since her old owner, that was Andy's sister, grew out of Bo Peep, so that's why she's a lost toy, yeah. So Woody years later meets up with Bo Peep and hangs out while in the events of Toy Story 4, years later, after a time jump, they meet up together again, and Toy Story 4, and Buzz meets up with Bo Peep and Woody, and we get this new character called Forky, and he's made out of he's made out of stuff from a garbage. And for some reason he keeps saying he keeps referring to everything as garbage in terms of stuff he likes from himself as but for some reason he's afraid of his owner, the new toy that came to life, because this character Bonnie made it in class and became Bonnie's new favorite toy. Anyway, so Woody has to take care of this toy to make sure it doesn't nothing happens to Forky, and constantly and Forky keeps on Forky eventually in the plot of the movie explain well, that's how basically it's blah 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 that's how they run into Bo Peep, and I also like the ending to this movie, how Woody went away with Bo Peep in the end, and Buzz tells Woody it's okay that saying that's okay about going to be with Bo Peep and being a lost toy also with Bo Peep, and well, Buzz stays with Bonnie and the other toys. And so I like that ending to this movie. I enjoyed the story. And that's why I give this Toy Story 4 a 10 out of 10. My least favorite Toy Story movie is surprise to me. I don't know. I love all of them though. I'm not sure which is my favorite one either. Not yet. I'm doing a video. Okay. And that's my review on Toy Story 4. And I give it a 10 out of 10. And that's my thoughts on all 4 Toy Story movies, my audience. I'm glad you watched this video through, for those who watch my video through, and hit the thumbs up to like this video, and hit the subscribe button to grow my subscribers, please. I'm trying to grow my subscribers to make a living off this one day. Maybe I can. And so keep clicking the subscribe button, my audience. And hit the comment section below to let me know which of this review or any of the 4 Toy Story movies that I reviewed. If you like them as much as me, or if you hated them, or what, I don't know. But this, let me know what you thought of any of the Toy Story movies or my video. Let me know what you thought of my video. If you haven't seen Toy Story movies, any of them, I don't know. So that's my review on all the Toy Story movies, all 4 of them. I look forward for Toy Story 5 if it comes out. I haven't seen the trailer yet, but I hear that they're making a Toy Story 5. That'd be cool. Okay. Bye.